All right, here we are after the match with the head coach of the Wissahickon Trojans, winning team tonight, Coach Stagliano and Kevin Salmon, Jr. that had a big win today over Chapman from Hatboro Horsham. So we'll start with you first, Kevin. Tell us your mindset going into the match tonight.
Well, I knew it was going to be a fight from the beginning. He's a tough kid. I knew that I had to wrestle all 3 periods. I had to keep my head up when you're down. And I knew from the beginning that it's never going to be easy with Chapman. He's a tough kid. I've been wrestling him with him for years. And I knew that from the beginning that I had to just keep my head up no matter what position I'm in. And if I'm down, just keep grinding and just don't lose your head in the middle of the match.
Okay. Coach, we'll jump over to you for a second. Tell us about this year's team. We'll talk about the match in a second, but this year's team, could this be the best team you've had since you've been here?
I think it is. I think we talked at the beginning of the year on the preview that we've had some really good wrestlers over the years and some teams where 4 or 5 good kids. I think this is probably all the way through the lineup our best team. I think it's shown on the mat. We got some good seniors, which always helps. So yeah, I think it's probably the best overall lineup I've had in the 9 years I've been head coach.
So let's talk about Kevin's match. Where was he, when you were talking about going over strategy with your coaches, I know Glenn and I talked off camera and we talked briefly with you a little bit too before the match. How big was Kevin's match in the grand scheme of things?
It was definitely a big match. We had 2 or 3 matches, we knew it was going to be. I was a little worried about the matchups because I thought Flynn would be against Thompson, which would have been a good matchup, which didn't happen. But Kevin and Chapman going at it, I thought it was going to be another big match. Now the points on the board might not have made a difference with the score, the end of the score, but that was huge to beat one of their best kids. I think that fires up your team and everything else. So he did a great job. It was a match of the night.
Yeah, especially after your forfeit there at 160. I mean, that was a big move, and you really relied on Kevin to come out there and get that win because after 4 bouts it's tied 12-12, after 7 matches tied 18-18, and you knew in the back end you have Fritz and you have Braver there, and you got to be feeling pretty good getting through that stretch with that score.
It did feel good, and again, like I said, I really expected Flynn against Thompson. I think that strategy there, I was concerned about that, but it worked out in our favor there. 106, wasn't it was a barn burner, but that was a big match for him to come back. And last year, I think it would have been a different result. This year, he came back and reversed it.
Yeah, those swing bouts. We were talking about your match with Chapman. What about your teammates? I mean, were you concerned about some of those swing bouts too?
Well, I knew that coming into the match, everybody was going to fight their hardest, and we just kept telling each other over and over this week that it's going to be a fight. Like coming off the Bethlehem Liberty Classic, we had some kids that didn't perform how they wanted to, me and myself, and we knew that we wanted some revenge. And this is going to be a big match with coming to get the league title, so we knew that this swing matches we needed to just keep fighting and let the outcome come from our hard work and practice.
So it's not over yet. We talked about Abington, up and coming upper Dublin team right now. I mean, but you got to be feeling pretty good with this one. PW already, in your belt, and then, looks like if you take care of Abington, you should be able to take care of the league. And, I think it is your best.
Well, this is obviously the biggest win of the year. But we're not overlooking Abington. We beat them early in the year in a dual meet tournament, but that was not an easy match. So we're not looking past anybody. We're not going to win this match and then blow it against Abington. So we got to keep thinking, keep chugging along, and hopefully we can get it.
So let's talk a little bit further down the road. District duels. You excited to get your get the Trojans in there and see what what you can do?
We got a long way to go for that too, but hopefully that our goal is this year win the league, get into district duels, and get multiple guys to stay. So hopefully we're on our way to doing a couple of those at least and see what happens in the postseason.
All right, so talk about getting multiple guys to states, Kevin. Let's talk about your goals long term for this season. Is that on your list of goals?
Yeah, first goal is just to stay healthy. I mean, I've had 2 years in a row where I've just gotten hurt, and I had to overcome that mentally. So first step is just keep getting healthy, and obviously the goal is to get to states and have all my teammates there with my coach and see what we can do, put some damage on the nation.
Okay, so one of the things we do from time to time is we like to ask some of the guys about their coach. and give us something. So I talked a little bit with Kevin before Coach Staggs got here, and usually the question goes like, hey, give us something that Coach Staggs does that's unique to him. And so I gave Kevin a heads up so that way he can just have a little bit of fun with this and think about it. I can tell by the smile on Coach Staggs' face. It's like a loaded question coming here. So Kevin, what's something unique to Coach Stagliano here?
Well, there's this one video we have of Stags where he's jumping up and down and doing some circles, and everything that he does in the room, he gets us hype every day. Everything that he does at the matches when he's jumping up and down, clapping his hands, grabbing us,
whistling,
making sure, whistling, making sure that we're staying in the match. All around, Coach's hype it gets us ready for every match. That's something we love about him.
And we talked about it in the broadcast that both benches just coaching their hearts out. And if you ever see Coach Stagliano, he was warned by Larry Biddle to stay on the bench during an injury time. He's taking every opportunity possible to get his message across to his wrestlers, and his passion, it just pours out of him, and it's fun to see and watch from. If you take your focus off the match and watch him, he definitely is unbelievably passionate about it, and it's showing here. He's getting the most out of his team right now. So, Glenn, anything else?
Yeah, great win. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Great win, guys. Congratulations. Best of luck in the future, and through postseason. Take care. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next week.